On most remodel applications, installing new trim after a full frame window replacement can add up to 2 additional days to the job. It usually requires a finish carpenter to install and then additional painting and finishing of the trim. We will be using the new innovative factory assembled and pre-finished jamb and casing unit option from Sunrise Windows. There is no on-site fabrication or finishing required. Let's take a look at how this new option is installed. The first step in applying the new factory assembled and finished interior jamb and casing unit is to shim the center of the header, sill, and jambs to help position and support the trim box. This is done after the window is installed and insulated, and before the trim box is installed. If the shims stick out too far, trim them to the interior side of the rough opening. It should be noted that the interior trim box jamb extension dimensions are identical to that of the window unit. Next, the trim box is set into the rough opening using the shims as guides. Check the reveals and install finish nails in the 4 corners of the interior casing. The installers use nail guns to minimize pounding on the old walls and drywall. Then, the main fasteners are applied to the jamb extension near the window unit at each center shim and then 8 to 12 inches on center. Additional nails are placed in the interior casing as required to ensure a clean fit against the interior wall. You will see a slight gap between the window unit frame and jamb extension. This gap allows for varying thickness in the wall and eliminates the need to angle cut the jamb extension. The scribe molding is then inserted on top of the jamb extension to cover the gap. It is placed against the window unit frame and fastened in place with finish nails. The homeowner desired to change the look of the interior trim to a more traditional style, with a stool and apron at the windowsill. The stool is pre-assembled to the trim unit, and the next step is to butt the prefabricated apron to the stool and nail in place. The final step is to fill all nail holes and wipe the trim clean. Take the time to do a thorough final cleanup. Research has shown that the installer's failure to clean up the work area after finishing a job is often a customer's #1 complaint. Next, all garbage is removed, and then the homeowner is notified that all work is completed and they can inspect before leaving.